Hello my beautiful students. So today I am going to explain how you should perform your titration, and also I am going to explain what type of marking scheme will be there in each and every steps of your titration experiments. So what you have to do for the experiment itself, it will be covering 3 marks. So just look step by step what I am actually doing. So once you get the burette from your experimental setup, just rinse it with distilled water. After that, you will be having already prepared KMnO4 that will be given from the lab itself. So just pour a little bit of it and carefully rinse it, just like this. Just like the way I am showing, you can rinse it like this. And then what you have to do, you just have to throw this solution from this burette. So please don't forget to do these steps, because otherwise your KMnO4 molarity will be changed. There is a possibility. So make sure you are rinsing your equipments with the corresponding solution. After that, make sure that you are fulfilling your burette with the same KMnO4 solution. Be careful at this time. You can use the funnel if it is provided. So here I just want to tell you one trick. So basically whenever you are fulfilling this burette, I am using a colored solution, that is KMnO4. So whenever you use a very transparent solution that has no color at all, then you have to touch the lower meniscus of that liquid to this point. But as this particular solution is colored, that upper meniscus of the layer should touch the particular mark. Okay, so we will fill this particular solution up to this mark. So let me do it accordingly. You can see here exactly the upper meniscus is touching the point, right? Now what we will do, we will just clamp it over here. Okay, so my burette is ready now. Now what you have to do, you are having 10 ml pipette, right? Utilizing that, you have to proceed with your pipette outing more salt. So I'm having 0.1 molar more salt over here. So what you have to do, again I'm telling you, before proceeding with the general procedure of the experiment, you have to rinse that pipette and burette as well. Burette we did already, but pipette also with the same solution. So I'm doing the same. So just a little bit you take and just rinse carefully. Now what you have to do, you can see one mark is present here. One mark is present here that indicates the 10 ml. You have to pipette it in such a way so that your solution, you can see your solution is transparent here, right? So definitely the lower meniscus should touch this point. So let me do it for you. Just point your finger at the top of the pipette, and by balancing the air pressure, you have to fix it. Slowly, slowly, you have to make it down, and eventually you have to stop it. See, the lower meniscus exactly is touching this point. Okay, at that point what you have to do, take it out, put it inside your conical flask. Make sure your conical flask is completely dry. So here one trick, please don't blow out. Okay, just let it flow normally. So I have seen few of the students, whenever you can see the last a little amount is stuck here, right, in the pipette itself, right? So I have seen some students has the tendency to blow it. Don't do it. Just touch gently to the wall of the conical. Whatever the amount, excess amount, it will be coming out. Okay, that's it. Now what you have to do, you have to pour concentrated H2SO4, one test tube filled up in this solution. Okay. Next, what you have to do? Make it homogeneous. Okay. So now everything is ready. We will start doing the titration. So just look at the procedure how I am doing it. With your left hand, just control the knob, and with your right hand, try to hold the conical. And whenever you are just holding the conical, make sure you are shaking it constantly. So now you should have proper grip on the knob itself and pour the solution drop by drop, like this. Don't hurry in this particular step. This step is very much vital for you, because in a single drop of KMnO4, you are going to get the desirable faint pink color. So make sure with each and every drop it's falling in FS, it's getting homogeneous by that time. You can see the localized color change. This is how you should proceed. At that point of time, make sure you are not looking at your burette reading, only focusing on the color change. And don't forget to keep one white paper so that you can understand the color change instantly. Keep focusing on the color change. Single drop of KMnO4 should give you a very faint pink color. See the color change. With a single drop, we got this pink color. So exactly this type of faint pink color you should get after your titration. So here we did not use any kind of external indicator, rather KMnO4 worked as a self indicator in this mechanism. So the same procedure will be followed 3 times to get the concurrent reading. We discuss of this particular solution, I mean KMnO4 is touching at 10. Okay, so we can take it as 10. So my final reading is going to be 10 here. So we will start our next titration from this particular point itself. We will not refill it. The pipette. Let's take it inside the conical. Make sure that you are not blowing it out. Just let it fall freely. Okay, we got the color. So that's basically our final color change. Exactly at 20. So now you can see this is how you need to actually maintain the table. Just roughly I have drawn so that you can understand. Here you have to put serial number, volume of the Morse salt. Here 10 ml we pipetted out. This is the initial, we started from 0, and final we can write as 10. Okay, next time also we will start from the, we will take 10 ml of Morse salt. We will start from 10 itself. We will not refill, and we will check out the final volume. So the difference of the final minus initial you have to take over there, that is 10 here, and here also you can see 10. So overall if you just find out the average, it will come as 10 ml. Okay, so volume of KMnO4, it is taken as 10 ml. Okay,